don't actually know when this chapter tend to be translated, but hey, it's the Kingdom chapter 529, and let me tell you, well, we see some actions from the Yontawa army, then switches back to Shin. Well, technically, I'm not complaining about that. I wanted Shin to get a little bit of the action, and now we get it. But we do have, it's an endless spiral of we don't know if it's despair or hope. Either way, first off, the Mad King of the Quan Rong seems to push back Yontawa army, but as she sees her troop being hit on, she cannot bear to take that any longer. She orders her tribe of Mera and the Khan tribes to keep up. These tribes people attack from up the sky, which they cut through the enemies like butter, even though the Quan Rong king thinks that is just simply reckless. We also see a female warrior there too, someone who belongs to the Tara tribe, I think, or the Mera tribe maybe. The Quan Rong king, although surprised by that, still doesn't exactly think that it's something uh, something to do with. Yontawa then orders her archers to fire a barrage rain of archers that pierces through a lot of the enemies. With that, Yontawa also screams up to smash them into pieces. As we said many times, as we see many times before, moral can really turn a tide in the battlefield in Kingdom. And if there's something Yontawa is someone who can definitely arise moral and bravery inside of her men. She led these battles personally, and with that turned the tide around, at least being overwhelmed. We're also introduced to a guy who who just like all the others. No, I don't think. No, wait, sorry. Now when I think about it, I don't think we have been introduced to this. Sorry, I lost my words there. I was gonna say I think we have been introduced to this guy. Yes, because now I just remember it's the Falcon guy. I was gonna say here we see another guy who says the same thing, but then I realized later on, no, this is the same one. Is that Falconeer general, the one who deeply said that he's not shy in saying that he wants to lick Yontawa was, well, you know. And what's even more funny is that he saying that is his own language. One of his warriors who turns out to speak the language of the plains says the Fego King says he really wants to lick Yontawa down there. That was actually kind of funny. It's actually also funny when that Fuego King says, "No one asked you to translate that, Pam." However, he orders his commander Pam to tell the generals of the plains to do a new rallying. But it's here, surprisingly, that that Heki says that you do not need to tell me, as he actually says that the new position of the strength of the enemy is unable to dedicate everything to chase us down. Therefore, they need to use their time to regroup themselves so we can pincer the enemy between her forces and ours. I mean, Heki usually sways behind a bumbling general to actually a capable general, and here is beginning to finally snap out of his admiration. The Quan Rong King uh, finds Yontawa intriguing, but he still is determined to slay her, as Shinju just waters on and saying that Riboku-sama will triumph on his own battlefield, and with that, Shin China will be finished. But if you ask me, they will not be finished. Mostly because they are the main characters, but also because, well, a lot of things will happen. And after that, we are switching back to the Shin side of the story, where he has taken his 500 of the stronger riders. Among them, one member of Naki's group, 10 Kyokai, that old man, and some more. You know, there's one thing I've been actually a little bit criticizing. As when he when he joined the Shin army, it's a bit shame that we haven't seen so much about Naki, but here we seem to see a guy that came from his tribe, or maybe, no, when I think about it, maybe not. That guy, we have always seen the guy with the tribe tattoo on his eye. You do not have to correct me for that. What I meant to say is that I've really thought Naki would be on this tribe. I mean, he was called fast rider. Either way, they have reached out for the forest and reaches the battlefield against Kisu, Molten army, and the Mako army. The Mako army are really overpowering Kisu, and so is the Molten army, who is pushing Kisu from the rear. In fact, uh, it's getting so strong that um, is that it seems that Kisu is now going to join up the fray together with Bate. But even though it seems like the China army are the one who has the advantage here, it's not exactly confirmed nor guaranteed that they have this 100% in the bag. Therefore, they need to. Therefore, that's one of the reasons why the Hishin unit is here. They had to make sure that Kisu falls here. General Olsen wants that to happen 100%. Well, one wonders, will that really happen? I wonder. But now the Hishin unit finally joins the fray as they charge into the battlefield as well. Not exactly known from which side, but all we know is that the narrative says this will be the greatest shock will occur, and the first day on the battle on the Shukai draws near. So yeah, I've said it before. I always thought. No, I said it wrong. Not that I always thought. I always believed or thought. And when I said thought, I meant I felt it would be more appropriate if Shin is the one to slay Kisu. But Morten is also here shining, so whoever is gonna slay him, we don't know. Is the fact that the narrator is saying the greatest shock to occur, one wonder. I mean, if the Shin army smashes where the Morten is, then shouldn't Bate be there? Once he sees the Hishin unit, that's gonna be some anger. All in all, the battle draws to a new awesomeness. The Yontawa army should certainly show why they're fearsome, and also shows that Yontawa really pulls everyone together, because she is not some kind of cowardly general who pulls back. No, she fights with a bravery. After all, she is called the Lord of Death. That's basically this chapter. What do you think was most awesome? The Yontawa army fighting there was definitely one, but I am definitely looking forward to seeing more of the Shin's army trying to fight their way. Will they meet up with Morten, and will they team up to take down Kisu together? If you ask me, that's the only way to take him down. All in all, but still, will Mako actually if agree the Hinshin unit on this battlefield? Given his arrogant personality, I do not think so. But you give me your thoughts if you have any.